Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and remake the game's and Kanye West track. So let's jump right into it. First things first, let's go and change our tempo to 166 beats per minute. We're going to start off with that drum kit that we heard in this track. It's really cool. Everything's like reversed. It's really different sounding. I'll probably do a more in-depth tutorial on what's actually happening with the drum sounds, but with that said, let's just open up that kit. So over here, I saved myself the drum kit, the EAZY drum kit, and let's start off with the snare sound. Pretty simple pattern, it's just the one right here. And to get that reverse sound in Logic, you just got to open up your quick sampler if that's what you're using for your drums and just hit your playback set to reverse. So this is what it sounds like on basic forward playback. So a typical snare, you reverse that, you get like this cool whooshing sound. Same thing goes for the hi-hat. Let's go ahead and draw in our hi-hat. It's just an 8-step pattern. All right, let's go ahead and draw in that 808 pattern. All right, so on top of that 808, there's actually also a reverse kick happening on top of it. Really cool, gives it this unique character to the sound. So I'm just gonna take this 808, I'm just gonna copy it right down to our kick pattern, and we get this. So it's like a reverse kick on top of this 808, and you get this thumpy sound. All right, next let's go ahead and create the sound that's sort of heard throughout the entire track. I'm gonna open up our library browser right here. I'm going to create a new software sim track. First of all, we're gonna go to patches. I'm gonna go to an IM preset kit, the Mogul preset. Under expansion 1, there's a sound that sounds very close to the original. It is the Travis Scott Sicko Mode. Where is it here? This one right here, the Sicko Mode Moog bass preset. So let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. All right, before we get to it, I'm just going to adjust this sound a little bit. I'm just going to take off the resonance that we have here from that Sicko Mode bass. And I'm going to lower down the cutoff a bit. And we get the sound that's very close to the one in the track. If I can get it there, there it is right there. All right, next we got to go ahead and add in a second bass to layer up this bass sound. Actually, before we do that, let me just make sure that our EQ is set properly and make sure it's not colliding with the 808. Just take a lot of that low end out of there. And next we'll create a new software instrument track. We'll go back to our preset browser right here. I'm going to go open up another preset from a collection of IM presets. We're going to go to Toronto Views, but this time we're going to bring in the Drake Moog bass preset. And let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. All right, of course you don't want it that loud in your face, so let's go ahead and open up an EQ right over here. And I'm just going to take out a lot of the bottom end here. I want to kind of like this very mid-rangey sound because I don't want to affect the 808 and I don't want to affect the other sound as well. All right, so there is the foundation of the track right there. Next, I'm just going to duplicate this over one step. And I'm going to take these two pieces out of the equation. And we're going to bring in a new sound here, an electric keyboard. So let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. Go over to our browser over here. We're going to go to Vintage Electric Piano. We're going to go to Experimental. And we're going to bring in the Swirly Stage MK2 preset right here. And let's go ahead and draw in those chords that happen right here. Next up, we're just going to bring down this stack over here. I'm going to open up the actual sound that's sort of generating this over here. I'm going to make sure that our keyboard is ringing out a little bit longer. So let's go to our details page over here. I'm just going to pull up the decay and pull up the release a little bit so it doesn't sort of ring out as quickly. All right, and for this sound right over here, it does switch up as well. So let's create a new MIDI region over here. And it just switches up down here, right here. All right, next up, I'm going to go ahead and just arrange this, mix it a little bit better so the sounds are a little bit more balanced, and we'll come right back. All right, so here is the arrangement right here, all mixed and balanced. But before we jump into it, I just want to show you a chord switch up that happens in the chord pattern that we just put together. I forgot to show you. Here it is right here. So at the end of this pattern right here, we get an additional chord switch up. It just takes us into the next section. But other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to the rig we just put together, the game and Kanye West track, EAZY. Let's go. So right there is the game and Kanye West track. For those of you who use Logic, I'll place the entire session for you guys as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. If you don't use Logic, I got your back as well. We're going to go and export all the MIDI stems, audio stems, and includes the drum kit that you heard in this remake. You can find that entire playback below the like button as well. But other than that, that's it for this remake. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. If you do have any questions, we can go ahead and talk in the comment section below. Hope you all have a fantastic day, evening, morning, night, whenever you're watching this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.